Most investors in private markets believe they're on the inside. They allocate to private equity, private credit, real assets. But structurally, they're still on the outside looking in. Because while investors focus on returns, there's a second layer of economics quietly compounding in the background. Fees, collected consistently by the firms managing the capital. So the real question isn't just how to invest better. It's this: what if you could own the firm collecting the fees? I'm David Harris from Alternative Investment Advisors, and welcome back to Investing Outside the Box, where we redefine how wealth is structured, challenge conventional thinking, and guide high net worth investors toward portfolios that are steadier, more tax aware, and designed to reduce unnecessary volatility. Most investors play the game. They commit capital to a fund and hope that specific strategy performs. But the management company behind that fund, they earn across the entire platform, across multiple funds, multiple strategies, multiple cycles. That's the difference between being the player and owning a piece of the house. Through GP stakes investing, you're not just backing a deal, you're acquiring a minority stake in the management company itself, which means your exposure shifts from a single outcome to the broader economics of the entire firm. That model is powered by two primary revenue streams. First, management fees, contractual, recurring, based on assets under management. Second, carried interest, performance-based participation in the upside of successful investments. Together, they create a structure where the firm benefits from both scale and performance. And as a GP stake investor, you gain exposure to both. Not just a single return profile, but a platform-level economic engine. In today's environment, private markets are experiencing a liquidity gap. Capital is tighter, exits are slower, growth financing is more selective. And that's exactly why institutional investors are leaning into GP stakes. Because instead of chasing individual deals, they're targeting ownership in the firms themselves. It's a shift from transactional investing to structural participation. But access alone isn't the edge. The real edge is negotiation. At Alternative Investment Advisors, our focus isn't just getting into these opportunities, it's improving the economics inside them. That includes negotiating management fee reductions, negotiating carry participation and structures, securing side letter protections, achieving most favored nation status, and in select cases, structuring exposure that aligns more closely with GP-style participation, not just traditional LP economics. Because in private markets, small changes in fees and terms can materially impact long-term outcomes. This approach is built on experience. Across multiple private market transactions, we've worked alongside institutional partners, aggregating investor capital to access opportunities typically reserved for large allocators, and consistently focusing on one objective: improving investor positioning through better terms. We do this through our aggregated commitment model. We pool buying power, not assets. Client capital remains in separate accounts, but collectively, we negotiate as a single institutional block. That scale is what unlocks access and drives better terms. Opportunities to participate in GP-level economics don't appear on a schedule. They surface quietly, and they're claimed quickly. That's why the real advantage isn't trying to time a specific deal. It's working with someone who knows how to spot these windows the moment they open and can get you to the front of the line before they close. If you're ready to explore what it looks like to move from the player side to the house side of private markets, reach out to the Alternative Investment Advisors team and request the full due diligence framework. Because in this environment, access isn't random. Access is earned. This content is for informational purposes only and does not constitute an offer or solicitation to invest. All opportunities are subject to qualification and formal due diligence.